Today's subject is that living soul and life, blood. It is a little confusing word, but when you listen, then I think I am clarified by myself. Just a month ago. When I read Genesis 2:7, and the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostril the breath of life, and man became living soul. So, a breath of life, and then living soul. Okay. Then everybody interpret this one a little different way, and when I read from the first sentence and last sentence, then okay, the person has a life, the dust, okay, having a life. That's what I understood, when I read that. So when I, joke around, and that is, first person who do, like this, maybe God, because they breathe into the mouth, then become alive. So maybe God, maybe first person about that. Then when I read Genesis a little more, then while God formed the dust, probably clay, then maybe Adam slept too. I don't know when it's ribs, but God took out one of the ribs and give to Eve to create her. So maybe when they make first time, then maybe ribs already made. In the Bible, obviously there is blood vessel or nerve system or all kinds of cells is not mentioned in there. However, one thing mentioned is blood. Then in Genesis chapter 9:4, it said, "But you shall not eat the flesh with its life, that is, its blood." In other words, you cannot eat meat containing a blood, because this blood gave you life. Then this is confusing me. Why blood become living soul, and then also breath of life. Breath of life means that baby has a life in there, but there's no interconnection explaining about this procedure. Then when you read also Leviticus chapter 17-14, it said, "For it is the life of all flesh, the blood of it is the life thereof. Therefore I said unto children of Israel, ye shall not eat the blood of no manner of flesh, for the life of all flesh is the blood of thereof. Whoever eat it shall be cut off." So, in other words, in here, the blood is equal to life. Now, when you not only Old Testament, but also in the New Testament, chapter 15:29, and there's the fourth thing you have to avoid it, and it said that you abstain from things sacrificed to idol, first one, from blood, second one, and from things strangled, third one, and from act of sexual immorality. So that's fourth one. So even though Old Testament and New Testament, it said blood has a life, so you should not eat. So one of the food I love has blood of cow. So when I eat that, this is bothering me a long time. So I take out the blood out from the soup, then eat, and sometimes I eat, but that bothers me a lot. Then I'm confusing for a long time, almost 45 years, that what's the difference between breath of life, living soul, and the blood? So there is no interconnection in the Bible explain about that. And the reason I am very interested in distinguish all this one, because I am acupuncturist, and acupuncturists are interested chi and blood. The chi is almost equal to breath of life. Many people interpret this way. When I view that breath of life is maybe equal to chi. So chi or breath of life of a living soul is we cannot see, so it's difficult to explain and understand. However, the blood, yes, I am able to see that. And that okay, somebody bleeding, then all the blood, then they die. And many people believe a long time, 1/3 of blood of the body will be out, then you'll be dead. But now about 50% now. So I try to find out, the interconnection between living soul and the breath of life, and the blood, has a life, Then, even though I know, but I could not find the interconnection there. And long time ago, I explained about Sumer civilization and how to create a human being from Sumer mythology. And at the time, I'm going to make a short now, and gods, plural, okay? Met together, okay, let's going to make a human being. So using the dust and clay, they make a human being, but they failed. The failed, this clay, that's Adam. And then, what they discussed, then, okay, why don't we add our blood into here? So they add, blood into there. Then, become, a living soul, human being. So, I mentioned already that the gods plural is that okay, our image. So our image, our plural is gods, many gods. Okay, not only one God, many gods. Okay, and then so when we add blood into there and has a life there. Okay? Now, the blood gives life. So the blood has a life function in there. We know about that. So that is because of according to mythology, a story of a Sumerian, they add blood. That gave him a life. Now clear. Blood give a life. Thank you so much for your watching.